Alright. What's up, everybody? It's Classic Queens, MOD The Guardian, coming at you with another video today. Today we're going to focus on pretty much what you need to do for research, defensive and attack wise. Just pretty much some good research to work through just to get your castles up and going for you older guys that are spending money and stuff. We're going to go through some of that stuff as well for your research. I'm using my castle here in 49. This is my MOD castle. My MOD castle is in 123. But I'm still going to go ahead and show you guys this one. It's a little bit bigger. I got a little bit more stuff unlocked in here. So I want to show you guys, a lot of people I do like useless research. I feel there is a lot of research out there that is useless. Okay, we can say it like that. There's a lot of research out there that is useless. Most of the stuff that you guys want to work on, I'm going to go through in this video. We're going to go ahead and collect some of this stuff. One thing I want to point out here in Kingdom 49, a lot of kingdoms they have a lot of war, and I've been in this kingdom for over a year now, and I'll show you guys our kingdom ranking, and I want people to pay attention to this specifically. When I show you guys this kingdom ranking, you might be a little bit surprised, because this is how kingdoms are gonna end up. I like kingdoms that are peaceful. Yes, war during kill events and kingdom versus kingdom events, that's okay, but allowing other players not to be able to upgrade their castles and get their troops up, you know what I mean? Power is not so much a thing anymore since they changed the garrison of the walls and stuff, but we want to be able to have players that we can play with. If not, your kingdom's going to end up like this one. And I'm going to show you, this is the kingdom that I play in, Kingdom 49. And as you can see, I'm in the top alliance. I've been with these guys for maybe about 5 months now, almost 6. And I ran my own alliance in this kingdom. We were number 3, and there was also a Chinese alliance, and it was GCU. Also, there was AUR, which you can see here, the AU2 Farm 1 King. These guys, they were Japanese alliance. They were real good, real high up in power. They were number 2, and then I had my alliance. I was leader of, and we were number 3. I was the leader of DOW, Descendants of War. And you can see that these top guys, the XXX alliance, they dominated us. Okay, I've been to war with them. I've been to war with the Chinese. I've been to war with the Japanese. I did it pretty much all by myself. And my alliance, we lasted a good solid 7-8 months going to war with these guys. Now a lot of people sit there and they sit back and they're like, oh, we're just gonna go back and we're gonna attack whoever we want. Okay, you can think like that, but your kingdom's gonna end up like this. There's literally only 2 alliances. Okay, we'll say 3 because there's 300 down here. They lost a lot of members. Most of them came to us in XXX, but there's literally XXX, ROA, and then 300. So you can see we have 1,228,598,845. Now we are number 10 in the global alliance power ranking, which isn't bad, but for the kingdom as it is, it's a very, very boring kingdom. Okay, you don't have nobody to fight during kill event. During kill event, you sit there and you attack your farms. Okay, we have players that go head to head in farm battles, and it's not fun like that. So for all you guys out there thinking you're just power hungry, you want to attack everybody, think of it this way: if you want to play by yourself, then go ahead and do that. Okay, all the power to you. The game is created that way. You guys can be like that. But if you want a successful kingdom and you want multiple alliances, you want 1,000 players playing in your kingdoms and stuff, don't be like that, man. Give everybody a chance. Let them grow some. You know what I mean? You don't have to let them grow in power. Let them grow castle levels, because power means nothing. So just a shout out to all those big players. You know what I mean? don't sit there and bully all the other alliances. Let them grow up. You create some friendships and stuff. So for both of you guys, the weaker guys that don't spend no money, I don't want to call you guys weak actually. For the guys that don't spend money and the guys that do spend money, we're gonna go over some research stuff. Um, Probably the Skyland and then your regular college down here. We're gonna go over some stuff like this. Pretty much a lot of your stats are going to come from your equipment, but there is a lot that you can do within your research that's going to help you guys become better players. It's going to help you increase your hospital capacities. It's going to help you increase your march times, decrease your training troop times. So we're going to go over a little bit of that today. I'm going to go ahead. This is pretty much my first time on this castle today, so I'm going to go ahead and just collect some of my stuff here. I don't want to come back into the castle after this because I play in multiple kingdoms. So I'm not going to go through my messages, resource gathering reports. But there's a lot of things you guys can do for research. One of the biggest things that I like to stress is your hospital capacity. During KVK, they have, I think it is like a 50 or 100% um, increase in your hospital capacities, which is actually very nice because when you're in KVK, you can hide your troops if you don't have shields. If you have shields, you can go ahead and reinforce up until your hospital capacity is full. So these things are very nice to have. We're gonna jump right into it because I'm a big fan of the hospital capacity. I like to be able to keep my troops. I usually don't train my troops over my hospital capacity. Sometimes I do. If I do, is to get rid of my smaller troops. Right now, I have Skyland 2s. Also, I have level 9 troops until I get to level 30, which I'm working on now. But as you can see in here, we have our medical facilities over here, and we also have our herbology. These things are going to come into big play. You can see your medical facilities for the first level is going to upgrade 10 times, and it's going to go up to 20,000 troops. Now, mind you, it's not too much, but that's still 20,000 troops that you weren't able to save before. So you guys want to get working on that. It's going to cost you a lot of food. It's going to cost you a lot of iron. So if you have farm castles, save up your food and iron. I suggest before kill events, before Kingdom versus Kingdom wars, you want to empty your farms. Get these things starting to research. Over here, you also have herbology. It increases your wound recovery speed. I know that I'm drawing a blank here. I think it's the world boss. We'll go check it in the event because I think it was just here. Yeah, the lava titan. Um, my kingdom has already killed it. We get first place in it. Um, so if you guys include yourself in this, it's going to give you wounded speed up recoveries. It's going to give you march speed up recoveries. In KVK, if you guys win, um, even if you lose, actually, if you guys win, you'll get about 51 hour healing speed ups. I'll show you. I'll show you guys what I have for my healing speed ups just from playing KVK and doing my lava titan. Um, it's something to look forward to. It's something to get a hold of. Let's see here. You can see I have 345 2 hour speed ups, and I have 442 1 hour speed ups. Also, I have almost 2,000 of the 5 minute speed ups. So these are nice to have. You're gonna get these during your Lava Titan KVK. You can even shield. You don't even have to play KVK. So you can even just shield during your KVK, and if your kingdom wins, you're gonna get about 50. If you lose, you're gonna get about 20. So it's not bad. It's not bad either way. But the best way to maximize the amount of healing speed ups you're gonna get is through KVK. You guys want to win your KVKs. So you want to research your herbology. You want to research your medical facilities. Saving treatment. This is also a very good one. It's only 10% at this point that I'm at. When I get to my, I think we have another one. Yeah, advanced saving treatment. This is gonna go up to another 15%. So when you attack a castle, oh, Oh no, okay. I got the wrong one. I was thinking of another one. This reduces the consumption of resources when you're recovering your wounded troops. So instead of paying, okay, say you're paying a million food just to heal a good amount of your troops. With this research right here, you're only going to be paying maybe 900K. So that extra 10% really does add on. Herbology increase your wound recovery. Medical facilities increases your hospital capacity. So you guys want to work on these. Um, I have some research going, so I can't go on these. This one you get 2,000. Your medical facilities too. You get 2,000 for every time that you upgrade it, and you get it 15 levels. So you're roughly getting another 30,000 troops that you can upgrade into your hospital. So with that one, and then your medical facilities one, that's an extra 50,000 troops. That helps out a lot if you're keeping your hospitals upgraded. They also have another herbology, 15 times 2. It's also going to be another 30%. This is going to help you guys a lot. It's going to save you time. Advanced saving treatment is also going to save you resources. It's going to be only 15%, but this 15% with your other 10% for your saving treatment, this is going to give you 25%, which is going to cut your it's going to cut your recovery time by a quarter. So focus on these things right here in your city development. It's going to help you out a lot. We're going to move on to your city defense. A lot of players, you guys like to focus on traps, okay? And I'm actually going to show you. I'm going to show you something before we get into traps. And this past KVK, we faced Kingdom 38. There was a couple Radiance 4, Radiance 5 castles that were in there that really big castles. They were level 60 castle. Level 60 lord. Sorry, they were Radiance 4 castles, level 60 lord, but they also had full level 60 equipment on them. So these guys were big guys. I think the lowest one that I seen was his attack and defense was at about 500%, and the biggest one that I seen, I think he had buffs on him, but he was about 1,500%, and he was reducing my attack. My stuff's almost at 200%, almost 300. He was reducing me down to negative 300%, and this includes like the new Skyland research that he's doing. This stuff right here is crazy. It blows my mind, but there is players out here like this. Not this guy. Um, Let me go ahead and find this battle report for you guys. This might be one of them. No, this is one of my siege victories. Um, he got me really really good, and I think it was this one right here. Nope, this isn't it. Oh yeah, because I went back in it. He got me really good. He had a black dragon level 70. He killed about 91,000 of my troops without his dragon didn't even get one kill. But he with the skills that he had for his black dragon, he whooped my butt. I think this is one of the guys. No, that's CPG. Let's see here. I don't want to make this too long, but got some stuff in here. Okay, we're starting to get into my KVK stuff. My siege victories. I was out here. I was killing a good amount of troops during KVK. I think I might have passed it. I did. Okay. Defense failure right here. This guy right here, level 60 Lord, got full level 60 equipment. This guy really got me. He got me pretty good. You can see he's got a level 70 Black Dragon. He's got all level 60 gods, as you can see here. Level 60 Raiden, level 60 Kate, level 60 Augustine, level 60 Nard. So pretty much all of his gods are maxed out on his divinity. I can see his one up here. His Raiden isn't at 25% for the health debuff, but everything else is pretty much maxed out for him. And you can see here his stats are incredible. You can see his infantry attack is 1100, and he's got me minus 250. On defense, my infantry attack is at least 224. So you can see he's debuffing me by at least 400%. So this guy right here is crazy. You guys gotta watch out for some of these guys that are coming at you like this. And this is what I'm saying about research. Research will do this for you guys, if not including your equipment. So he got me real good during the KVK. I lost 91,000 compared to the 300,000 that I had. So it wasn't too bad, but he got me pretty good. Um, so we'll get back into the research. I wanted to show you guys my traps, but I have traps in my castle and they literally do nothing. I'll maybe kill about 300 troops. So you're down here, your trap power, your kerosene, city defense, massive logs, rubble, and your crane. That stuff right there is pretty much pointless. You want to work on your wall reinforcement. Your loophole is going to increase your defender attack, which is going to help your archers. It's going to increase your defender defense, which is going to help your infantry and your casters. This is what I was talking about here. First aid. When you're in battle, a certain percentage of your lost troops will be converted into wounded troops. So when you go to attack a castle, instead of all your troops getting all your troops being dead, they're going to get converted into being wounded troops so you can heal them. You want to get this up to at least level 10. It's going to give you 10% buff. After that, work on your wall reinforcements, your loophole, and your battlements too. You want to work on those guys too. I would literally do rebel, kerosene, and massive logs just once or twice in your city defense. Just once or twice, just so you can have that research done. But other than that, there's really not much else you want to work in your city defense. Most of it's going to be your dragon and your military and your city development. Advanced military over here is pretty much just anything that you're training. If you guys are training a bunch of troops and you're getting like 2-3 days just to get your troops training, you'll want to work on these. Your morale, this is going to increase your troop attack bonus, which is pretty good. It's only 6%. It's going to take a lot of resources. It's going to take a lot of your research logs. So it's not bad. Your recruitment master is going to increase your training speed, as well as your mapping expert is going to increase your marching speed. So if you guys are looking for like specific things like this, you want to go into here, and you want to upgrade these things. It's only a couple levels, but it is going to give you that extra buff. War technology, really not much going on here. This is just going to increase your training speed. Reduce the consumption for it. I really won't work on these until I get to level 10, which is these ones down here. These level 4s are going to increase, they're going to reduce the consumption, like reduce the resources that you're going to need to train your troops. Because I'm so close to level 30, I'm 27. I'm working on my level 28 castle. Since I'm so close to level 30, once I hit level 30, I'll start working on these because I'm going to be training a lot. It's going to cost me a lot to train level 10 troops. So I wouldn't worry about your war technology too much until you get up into the level 30 area. Your dragon is actually very important. Dragons have been a big part of this game pretty much throughout the whole game. Once they started releasing the new green and the black dragon, I think they're going to come up with another one. I'm not positive, but I'm hoping for it. Your dragon research is probably one of the most ones you want to work on, as well as your troop research. So these things are gonna like increase your dragon defense. They're gonna increase your dragon health, increase your dragon attack. These ones at the bottom here, the Banes, those are gonna increase the attack that is going against the other player's troops. So infantry, cavalry, archers, and mages is gonna increase the attack against those troops. And each one is only 1%. But if you get it up to level 10, it's going to be a 10% buff, which isn't too bad. It's going to increase that when you're using a green dragon on attack. It's going to increase it when you're using a blue dragon on defense. Other than that, there's really not much else I work on besides the military. When you're in your military, you want to work on everything. Okay, everything's pretty much important. If you're an attacking type player, you want to work on your grits, shooter grit, caster grit, cavalry grit and your infantry grit. This is going to increase your health points for your troops, which means they're going to last longer in battle. And then you want to work on your attacks, shooter attack, caster attack, cavalry attack, infantry attack. Infantry attack's not a huge deal. We know we use them for defense. We know we use them for taking big hits. Um, I have a lot of my research done. You can see here I'm on 4 out of 7 for my attack down here. Everything else above here is already done. So I'm working on these things. I'm getting them higher. I'm getting my health points higher. I'm getting my attacks higher. And then I'm going to get my defense and then more health points higher. The more health points you have, the more attack you have, the longer you're going to survive in battle, the bigger hits you're gonna be able to deliver. Your defense, this is for being able to take hits. There's not a lot of research for it, but same goes for health points, same goes for defense, same goes for attack. So if you're working on your military pretty much consistently, you're going to have good research, you're going to have good stats towards that. We're going to go ahead and get into the Skyland research. They added some new stuff to it. I think it's just like I showed you the guy that attacked me during KVK. He minus my buffs by almost 500%, which is absolutely crazy. Which means he's doing this new Skyland research. I have 0 of it done. I actually have one of them working. I got 5 hours left on it. But this stuff right here, this is what this guy has been using, and this is gonna reduce your enemy's defense. So any one of these ones with the shield is gonna reduce your cavalry defense. It's gonna reduce their infantry defense, caster and shooter as well. And then at the next level, it's gonna do health points. So each one of them is 3%, but you can do it five. You can upgrade it 5 times. So it's gonna be 15%, regardless of what troop type you're going after. And then your third time is going to reduce the attack. So you want to start working on these things as soon as you can, because if you're going up against a bigger enemy, you guys maybe have like some of the same troops. Maybe he's got like a level or two higher than you on troops. If you start working on this, it's going to start bringing his stats down, or her. It's going to start bringing their stats down, and it's going to make them closer to you. You might be able to get the win. Research maybe a little, slightly under them. Maybe have like a better dragon or something. It all depends, but start working on this stuff, and you'll be able to get those bigger guys to drop down towards your level. This other one, the Dragon Hunter, I've been working on this as well. This is going to increase your troop damage. It's going to increase your troop defense, and your troop health points. It's going to increase all this good stuff against the dragons. We know that a player can send a big green dragon at you with maybe a death cheater, and they're going to hit you, and they're going to kill about 100,000 troops if you don't have the Skyland troops or the research to be able to defend against that dragon. A lot of players do this through research. A lot of players like to play like this during KVK. They like to play like this through kill event. It is a very wise way to play the game. Yes, in the end, it's going to cost them food. It's going to cost them a little bit power, maybe about 300k power, 400k power, depending on the dragon level. It's going to cost them that, but at the same time, they're going to get their kills, they're going to get their points, they're going to go back and they're going to gather their food, they're going to get their dragons and stuff right back. They're not going to waste any troops towards this stuff. So when you're working on your Skyland research, these two are actually very important. It's going to cost you research logs. You can see right here, just this one is going to take 3 days, and it's going to cost me 200 research logs. I only have 273. When you get up in these higher levels and you start doing your research like that, you're going to start losing your research logs. So work on your military, work on your hospitals. Skyland research, both of them are very important. If you guys are the bigger castles, I suggest working on your Skyland research first. If you guys are the smaller castles, work on your Dragon Hunter, and then once you get your Sky College up and you're comfortable with taking care of dragons and stuff, start working on the Skyland killing enemy technology over here, because this is gonna help you bring those bigger guys down to your level. So all in all, research is very important. I hope you guys get a gist of like what you need to be working on. Resources is pretty much for farm castles, war technology for your troops, advanced military for your troops. Dragon is obviously for your dragon. City defense, don't worry about that unless you're working on your actual defense for your troops. And always be researching your military. It's gonna take resources, guys. So use your farm accounts. Use your daily sign-ins for Elsa. Use these two, man. I mean, you get about what is it? Let's see. I'm not that very high. So what? 1.6 million, 160k iron. So it's not bad. You use what you can to utilize for your research. Your research is gonna come into big play as long as your equipment is all right. So if you guys learned something, took a little bit of knowledge out of this video, go ahead, give me a like, share it with your friends. Not much of a big fan of that. Just want to show you guys what's going on within the game. So keep your research updated, keep your hospitals updated, have good defense, and just keep having fun, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, for you bully alliances, just remember what you're gonna turn your kingdom into. For you smaller guys, hang in there, man. Work on your defense, work on your research. Don't worry about the troops that you have. As long as your hospitals, you can hold troops in your hospitals. Don't worry about that stuff. Just remember, have fun in the game. So this is Clash of Queens MOD The Guardian. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and we'll see you for the next one.